What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Episode 67 today of the Vikings franchise series, and we are in the championship week once again, and we are once again facing the San Francisco 49ers. We both come in at 13-4, and if you did not catch last week's video, let's take a quick recap of that. We won by a much bigger margin than I thought we would against the Bucs. 40-6 was the final. It was pretty much after the first drive, it was pretty apparent that we were feeling it and they were not, and we just poured it on. Tyrone Bullard had an amazing day, almost a perfect passer rating, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers, and he completed 85% of his passes, 23 of 27. He also led us in rushing yards because that was the one area that the Bucs really honed in on. They did not allow Glover or Pitts to really get much of anything going, but Bullard was able to escape the pocket and get us 78 yards on the ground. And it was just a landslide victory for us. You can see here we had 2 receivers go over 100, 6 for 121 and a score for Jefferson, 6 for 103 and a touchdown for Peoples. Means added 5 for 68. They all 3 of these guys had quarters where they were just pretty much unstoppable. We got a big help from Kevin Menical on defense, adding 2 sacks in the game. Of course, filling in for the injured Devontae Coleman. He did a great job. He was adding a lot of pressure up the middle of the field and got to Tua obviously 2 times, but he was also in there in a couple of plays when there was no sack recorded, or ones where, you know, he forced him out of the pocket into, you know, Danielle Hunter or somebody like that. We also had the interception from Cam Dantzler throughout the game, so overall just a great team performance on both sides of the ball. And of course that led us to this game where we're now going to be playing against the 49ers for a chance to go back to the Super Bowl. If we can make it back, we'll have a chance to repeat, which not a lot of teams do. And really a pretty solid way for us to start wrapping up this franchise. As you guys know, we're about 2 weeks away from Madden 23 dropping. So this franchise is going to have to come to an end here relatively soon. We will be doing at least another off season, and then maybe just doing a bunch of simming after the fact to just get through and just sort of see how some of these careers play out to sort of a closing chapter of this series. I was hoping to get more out of this franchise, but I started late in the year, and then I had some stuff pop up in the last month where things were just all over the place between, family vacation, COVID hitting the whole family. It was just a mess, but we'll be coming to an end here soon with the Vikings, and I'm still waiting for some more ideas. I have some teams that I'm considering. I'm actually thinking about putting out a video what I feel is the top 5 teams to use for a rebuild in Madden 23. I'm probably going to try to sprinkle in a couple of videos like that between now and the release of Madden 23, sort of as a gap filler. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's take on these San Francisco 49ers. Championship weekend in US Bank Stadium. Should be a great matchup. Last year, we ended up taking away the victory and sending the 49ers home. This year, can we repeat? Can we get ourselves back to the big game? This home field advantage has been one of our biggest pieces the last 2 seasons for us being able to do what we do in the playoffs and this home crowd. But Trey Lance, of course, has some weapons on him. Deebo Samuel, Sermon. Can we shut him down today? You know what sound that is? It is game time. Trey Lance and company coming out to the field, 3,900 yards, 37 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions on the season. Trey Lance having himself an excellent year throwing the ball, protecting the ball. And they're going to start things off in the I formation with Trey Sermon. We know he can be a problem. 1st and 10 from their own 13, handoff to Sermon off the outside, cuts it back inside, and he is brought down after 4. This is a team that likes to run the ball often. We know that from real life and in this series. As you can see, 2 straight I formation handoffs, but this time we're there for it. Danielle Hunter and Kevin Menical breaking down the protection and ends up getting him after just a gain of 1, leaving 3rd and 5, and another big set, 3 tight ends. Lance, under pressure, gets rid of it, and he's got a man open. It's Anthony Osgood, the tight end, out across the 30. Finally brought down by about 5 guys at the 31-yard line, a pickup of 13 on the play. Now after that, they're going to drop back into the shotgun. 3 receivers all split to the right side, and it's going to be a handoff. Sermon. Oh, Sermon lays the shoulder into chin but Nazir Ward cleans it up and brings him down. Gain of 5. Empty backfield now for Lance. Quick throw underneath the Kittle, and Kittle will be close. Whitehead tried to keep him short, but they will give him forward progress and a first down to the 42. Split back formation here. Another handoff to Sermon, and Sermon getting a lot of carries here on the opening drive. 4 so far. He's only mustered up 14 yards. We have done a good job of keeping them in check, but we can't let them break us down and start carving out those 7-8 yard runs. Drop back. Oh, flag is down, but it is caught by Osgood. I have a feeling this might be a late hit. It is. Late hit on Kevin Menical. We just sang his praises before the game, and on that time, he ends up giving up a crucial penalty. And now San Francisco almost in field goal range. Play action. Lance rolling out of the pocket. He's got a blocker, and he's got some room down the sideline, sliding forward at the 19. Beautiful job by Lance using the running back out front of him to his advantage to shield the defender. And he'll pick up a big chunk on the ground as San Francisco is now driving on us on this opening series. Almost down to 10 minutes left in this first quarter. I formation again, another handoff. Sermon. And we are not budging on those runs. Sermon is somehow... Oh, now they're going to get a penalty themselves. False start will push them back to the 22. And they are going to go back to this empty set. Lance, a quick throw again to Kittle, makes the catch, lowers the shoulder, and gets down inside the 15. Lance hasn't had many shots, but he has done what he can with the throws he has. 4 of 4 for about 31 yards. 3rd and 5. Back to pass, a big drop back. Lance getting pressured. Let's go to the end zone, and it is caught in the end zone by Deebo Samuel. He chucked up a prayer, and Samuel comes down with it, and now it's our turn on offense. We talked before this game, Tyrone Bullard had himself an amazing day throwing the ball last week. 154 rating, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and almost a perfect day throwing the ball. Can he repeat that here today? As it is apparent the San Francisco 49ers offense is here and ready to go toe-to-toe with us. First play is a handoff to Glover, who tries to sneak inside, and he'll get 2 yards. And another handoff to Glover up the middle, and Warner is there. Not a good look to start things off. Now 3rd and 7. 2 runs that didn't really go far. What do we got here? And Bullard's going to throw, of course, and he's going to dump it off to Glover, and Glover gets stopped once again by Warner, and we are going to have to punt it on a 3 and out. Trey Lance back out on here on offense, up 7-0 after the first drive. Their defense got their job done, and now this time goes right back to Sermon, his 6th carry, but a nice run of 5 on the opening play. That's what we cannot let happen. We can't let them break us down. That's what San Francisco likes to do. Just run, 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 and eventually they find lanes like Sermon did there out to the 42-yard line and a first down. This is San Francisco football. We've got to find a way to buck back and not allow them to get into a rhythm. 3rd straight handoff, and that time we're there, Dion Lewis and Chin. But I have a feeling they're not going to be scared away from the run. Sermon is in his zone, and you know they like to feed him. Samuel in motion, handoff to Sermon, and once again, Sermon gets the first down, a big run. I'm not even sure how Sermon got in his zone. I mean, he didn't really do much of anything before this drive. Handoff to Sermon again, and there's another big lane. 10 carries, 47 yards. He had 6 for like 20 just, a minute ago. Not looking good at the start of this game. Handoff to Sermon again, another big lane. I thought he was going to take off to the outside. Luckily, he cuts back inside, which allows us to bring him down. But still, a huge run that puts them down at the 26-yard line. Sermon, of course, tired after like 8 runs in a row. But I have a feeling they're going to go right back. No, they are going to throw it this time. Lance over the middle, caught by Kittle, bouncing off of one and brought down at the 14. We are getting slapped in the face on this opening quarter. And it's Dakota Jeffers out of the backfield. Oh, wow, that was the wrong team. This is Dixon. Wrong auto-generated running back. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Sermon checks back in. Lance going to throw it. Under pressure. Rolling. He's got lanes to run. He's going to run it in for the touchdown, and San Francisco is going to come in and shock us with 2 straight scoring drives to open up this game. Here we go. Last drive out. A very quick 3 and out. Put us right back to the bench. San Francisco sort of have us reeling right now. We got to answer back. And right there's a way to answer back. A nice run from Glover. I'm going to go right back to Glover. And that time it does not work. Eric Armstead was all over that run. We are going to go into the empty set, which I do like. We didn't pass enough last drive. We didn't even have a chance to. Bullard under pressure. He's going to go down and he fumbles. Oh, no. Nick Bosa recovers. And this game is turning into a nightmare fast. Marcus Kelly comes off the edge, beats Darisaw to the outside. And just like that, San Francisco already in field goal range, up 14-0. We've had like 6 or 7 runs, and only one of them has went for more than 2 yards. We need to try to air this thing out with the 3 receivers that we have at our disposal. Bullard finally throwing it, and it's caught by Jefferson. Dangerous pass, but it pays off, and he'll get out to the 43. Looked like the linebacker or safety tried to jump that route, but Bullard put it just far enough outside for Jefferson to bring it in. And hopefully that is the little jolt of life that we need on this offense. Handoff to Glover, and again, these runs just are not doing the trick. We had a run for 12 yards, and the other 5 have gotten 6. Gotta start airing this thing out. Oh my gosh, another run. Man, we're running more this week than last week, and last week I actually emphasized the run in the game plan. Bullard, oh man, he runs right into the blitz. My gosh, we are in trouble right now. Offense finally back out here. We had one drive so far in the second half. Hand off to Glover, right up the middle, does a great job of finding the lanes, switching around where he was running to get those extra yards, and he'll get the first down. And we need some quick passes here. Bullard looking, pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, fires it to Whiting, who's open across midfield to the 45. Great throw and a great catch by Whiting. And why not just stay in that formation? But we need more plays. Bullard, once again, lets it go quickly. This time it's to Means, and Means will get 5. Bunch formation here. And we'll go back to Glover. Glover, why didn't you go that way, man? You had all the lanes. This guy drives me nuts sometimes, guys. Did you see that opening off the right? Oh, man. Well, at least Pitts gets that first down for us. Gosh, that's what kills me. And I know it's not, Glover's fault. It's the coding in the game, but I mean, he had a lane right there off the right side. Probably would have went for 10 yards. Luckily, though, like I said, Pitts makes the catch, and we get the first, and now we're going to go to Pitts, and he will get about 4 yards of his own. But so far, right now, this offense looking for answers. Bullard stepping up. Oh, he's going to take off. Finally, he takes off, and he slides short of the first. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. High formation for Glover. And he's going to go in motion. Bullard over the middle quickly, and he's got Jefferson down inside the 5-yard line. And finally, we are in scoring range after almost three full quarters of play. Can we get ourselves a touchdown here finally? It's going to go to Walden, and Walden falling forward to the 2. Quarterman is hurt, the linebacker. And it's just going to skip right through him. Okay, right to the next play. 2nd and goal. Same formation. This time it's to Pitts. And Pitts trying to find a lane, but there's nothing to be had. And now 3rd and goal. We bring out the receivers. Watch for the pass to Barnes here on the out route. Quick throw. Barnes, and it's caught for the touchdown. Finally, we get on the board. We are going to finally get ourselves a touchdown here late in the third. 20-9 with the extra point coming. Just like I said, the short out route to Barnes. It looked like Warner almost got there, but he was just a step too late. And we will get ourselves finally some points. If we want to score another touchdown, we're going to have to go 95 yards to do so. Hand off to Glover. And Glover gets his way out to the 9. They'll call it at the 10. I'm not sure how. But okay. He got his way out to the 10. 2nd and 5. Bullard quickly throws outside to Glover, who makes the catch across the 20. 1st down. Blitz is coming. He's got to get rid of it. He does in time, and it's to Jamarcus Means. Another 1st down. Out to the 37. Great job. That blitz was called, and we got the guys open for it. Bullard trying to find a rhythm here. Bullard got to run out of the pocket. Lets it go downfield, and it is caught on the sideline by Justin Jefferson. Somehow he came down with it inbounds, and we get ourselves in San Francisco territory. 6th catch of the day, 100 yards. This is one of these throws that you need. You need this kind of a play. You go to your best guy, Justin Jefferson, and he makes a tremendous catch on the sideline to extend the drive. 1st down. Bullard going to stay with the air. Lets it go quickly. This time to Barnes. Turns upfield, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 31. Another beautiful play there. Another throw. Another pass. Another catch. Peoples breaking off of the 1st tackle, and he's brought down after just a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. 3 receivers split to the left. Barnes split in the slot to the right. Quick throw outside. Glover gets past his man, and he's down to the 15. Warner is an excellent linebacker, but there is no way he's as fast as Glover, and we take advantage of that fact right there. And now we're going to call in Pitts for the I formation from the 15. Handoff to Pitts, and oh boy, Nick Bosa was there, and he's like, nah, man, that's not happening on my watch. A loss of 2. We really should have stuck with the air there. I mean, I was excited for the run, but yeah, thinking about it, man, they have not given up anything. 2nd and 12. Bullard escaping the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He's got blockers, and he's got all the way down to the 2. I thought he was going to go in, but he will slide at the 2-yard line. And now we are close once again. We could make this a 1-possession game if we can get in the end zone here. Handoff to Pitts. Stiff-arming one, slipping from the other, and he still ends up losing a yard. Coming down to the 6-minute mark in this game. Still down by 10. Another handoff. Walden forcing his way in for the touchdown. We just made this a 3-point ball game. We have battled our way back into this game to be only down by 3 with 6:10 to go. But we still need a big play, some big plays from our defense here. And there it is! Oh, man, I thought we were going to get that turnover. Samuel had the ball stripped, and we had a chance to recover it, but we miss our mark. And San Francisco will keep possession. That was a tough break right there. That right there could have changed this game. Man, Lance back to pass. Over the middle to Sermon. Nobody covered him, and he's brought down, but he will get a 1st down. Sermon up the middle. Nice lane for him there. Gain of 9. Yeah, we were the #1 ranked rushing defense, and San Francisco pretty much said, oh yeah, watch this, and dropped $150 on us. That's sad. Oh man, and now Sermon just made Whitehead look like a fool out there. Whitehead had a chance to bring him down in the backfield, but Sermon just trucked right through it. We need a stop, and we need it bad. 1st and 10, 3.5 to go here. Sermon is in the zone. Samuel in motion. And they're going to give it to there's the fumble. And we get the recovery. A forced fumble with 3.5 to go. Jeremy Chin recovers it. It was Keelan McLean, the receiver, on the end around. And he gets stripped by, I think it was Whitehead. And this time we don't let the ball get away from us. This could be it. This could be the turnover we needed to get back in this game and take the lead. Here comes Tyrone Bullard. A rough start to the game, but since the second half started, he's 13 of 14 for 161 yards, and of course that touchdown. Here we go. We have the ball at midfield. Blitz is coming. He gets rid of it, and he just overthrows Barnes to the outside. Blitz threw him off a little bit. Nice job by San Francisco. Bullard going to stick up to the throw, and he's going to get sacked again. That block shed was so quick, and now it's 3rd and 18. The game is pretty much on the line almost at this point, given how this game is gone. Bullard lets it go. It's caught by Jefferson. He turns it upfield. He's down to the 40, but I don't think it's going to be enough to force a go for it. I feel like they're going to make us kick a field goal, and we're going to miss, and it's going to cost us deeply. Yep, here it is. A 58-yard attempt, and we have not made, I think, one of these this year. It's up, and he missed. Madden strikes again with these stupid long field goals, and now that probably just ended the game for us. Wow. That's a crappy way for the season to end. Lance back to throw it. I don't know why he's throwing it. And it's dropped, incomplete. Still up by 3. They're in shotgun. They're going to hand it off to Sermon, and Sermon will get his way across the 50 to the 48. We'll call our first time out of the second half. And now 3rd and 5. If we don't get to stop here, it's game. Lance under pressure. He's going to chuck this thing deep. And it is intercepted. Cam Dantzler with the interception, and we'll get the ball back for one last chance at getting to the Super Bowl. Last drive was an epic fail on our part. We need everything to go our way here on this drive. Bullard, quick throw outside over. What was Jefferson doing? Why did he stop? Oh, man. Not a good way to start the drive. 2nd and 10. Bullard gonna roll, lets it go over the middle, caught by Means, and Means has got himself out to the 45. A great job there. And now we're gonna stay in this empty set. Quick snap. A quick throw as well. Once again to Means, and a fumble. You've gotta be kidding me. And that's the game. That's how the game is gonna end. Wow. We had every opportunity to come back in this game, and it was just not meant to be. And we are going to have to call this one early. And that, folks, is the game. We gave it all we had, but in the end, turnovers, sloppy play on the O-line, it cost us. San Francisco is going to advance to the Super Bowl, and we're going to have to go home early. No repeat season for us. Rough end of the season, man. I really thought we were going to make a comeback there, but then that fumble. What an unfortunate fumble. I guess you could say the same for San Francisco. You know, they fumbled it twice on that drive. So it was anybody's ball game in the end, and I guess with how the game started, you just have to be happy we made it competitive in the second half. But we are going to go home early. And, yeah, it's off-season time. Well, you know, we had a really good season all together. You know, we came up short, but you know, you can't win the Super Bowl every year, right? So we get to the championship game. We take a pretty bad loss to San Francisco. We made the game look a lot better than it actually was. San Francisco really came ready to play, and we just didn't. That defensive line got to our tackles very easily, and it went downhill quickly for our offense. We were able to, you know, like I said, make it interesting in the second half. We got some stuff to go our way, but in the end, San Francisco deserved to win this game, and they send us home, and they're going to go on ahead and they're going to play in the Super Bowl. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's sim to the Super Bowl to see what is going to come from this year. Well, we get a chance to see the Pro Bowl rosters, and you can see right from the top of the list, Tyrone Bullard makes it to the Pro Bowl, the #1 quarterback going. Of course, much rather be playing again next week, but this will be interesting to see if any more of our players have made it. So we'll just take a quick peek at this roster. We got Bullard, Patton, and Watson making it from the NFC. Mahomes, Jackson, and Mayfield making it from the AFC. Going down to the running backs, we have Barkley, Elliott, Akers making it, and then Mixon, Harris, and Chubb. Fullbacks, Ken Walden. Is it Brian Chambers? Patrick Ricard and D. Flowers at fullback. So we have two guys now. Ken Walden, he deserved it. He had a lot of touchdowns on the goal line for us this year. At receiver, Corey Davis, Gerald Monty, the Seahawks receiver, Jimmy Randall from the Cowboys, Christian Kirk of the Bucks, CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys all going. And then over on the AFC, Devontae Baker, Darrell Pitts of the Chargers, Khalid Benford of the Chiefs, Stephon Diggs of the Bills, and Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins. And then also Michael Pittman of Green Bay and Chase Claypool of the Steelers making it for the Pro Bowl. Tight ends, Troutman, Tanyan, and Evans making it for our side, and then Kelsey, Gesicki, and Costanzo making it for the AFC. Somehow Christian Darrisaw made his way to the Pro Bowl along with Quentin Nelson. And then on the other side, of course, Ramczyk, can't forget about Ryan Ramczyk, and then Brown, Wills, Teller, and then we have Smith and Thuney, McCoy and Humphrey, Ragnow and Barker, Daniels and Smith, Foster and Davis, Wirfs and Smith, and Sewell and Howard, Brian Burns, Myles Garrett, Dwayne Burke, DeMarcus Lawrence, Marcus Davenport, Jeffrey Simmons, Martin Jefferson making it, and is that Chandler Jones? Yeah, I think it's Chandler Jones. Devontae Coleman made it, so did DeForest Buckner, Kenny Fusaro of the Eagles, Quentin Williams of the Jets, Vita Vea from the Bucks, and Ed Oliver. And then it was Dean Coleman, that's from the Giants, Lamar Hunter of Green Bay, Rashawn Gary, or no, that's not Green Bay. No, I traded him to the Chiefs, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Rashawn Gary of Green Bay, and Joe Burns from the Jaguars. I believe that's the Jaguars. Either that or it's the Bills. Can't remember which one is which. White and Edmonds, Leonard and Britt, Mack and Allen, Jeremy Chin making it, and Wilson. Cam Dancer also making it. Mike Hughes making it for the AFC. Yarbrough and Sheffield. Jackson and White. Murphy and Fulton. And then at free safety, we have Goldston and Marshall. Williams and Morig. Adderley and Hutchinson. Baker and Delpit. And then for the special teams, we have Wilkins, Sanders, Goodrich, Edis, George, Hendricks, Barton, and Owens. Pretty good roster. Looks like we have quite a few guys who made it. And you can see here the Texans making it to the Super Bowl, beating the number 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs to advance to the Super Bowl. It's going to be the 49ers and Texans facing off. We have a couple more reactions here for the draft. First one, love the all-star game from cornerback Zay Bradham. Nice skill set for a DB, and it showed that he knows how to use it. And then another one, all-star games are great for seeing how quarterbacks gel with new receivers. Felt like Daniel Pierce struggled in that area. Okay. Not often a defensive player takes home the all-star game MVP, but that should speak to just how special free safety John Madison is. And then the last one here is cornerback Devin Kramer and Tyler Massey are heading in opposite directions on the draft board. And now we get a chance to take a look at the annual awards, the yearly awards. Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP. Deshaun Watson coming in right behind him. And then Joe Mixon in third at running back. That's pretty nice to see. Him and Barkley both making that list. The only 2 non-quarterbacks to make that list. Kyle Shanahan gets Coach of the Year. In the NFC, Deshaun Watson gets Offensive Player of the Year. Justin Fields right behind him. Coleman ends up finishing number 2 in Defensive Player of the Year, behind Brian Burns. Again, that injury ends up sort of derailing his chance at winning Defensive Player of the Year. I have a feeling he would have won it had he been able to play the last few weeks, but it is what it is. Injuries happen. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Cole Hines, the rookie running back for the Seahawks. Luke Leonard wins Defensive Rookie of the Year from the Lions. And it was Justin Fields wins Best Quarterback, even though he's on the worst team, one of the worst teams. And Trey Lance and Tyrone Bullard finishing behind him. Saquon Barkley winning it deservedly. Corey Davis winning it. He was leading the league in receiving for pretty much the entire season. We had almost our entire defensive line on the best DL. Coleman, of course, being second behind Brian Burns, and then Jefferson and Hunter down here. The only person not here is Markel Ware. At linebacker, Devin White takes home that trophy. Cam Dantzler ends up taking home best defensive back, which is surprising. I know he had a great season, though. I mean, he had the most interceptions. It's just, you know, I expected some other guys to really be pushing for that. You're starting to see a lot more of these, the younger guys, Warren Yarbrough, Jerron Goldson, 2 guys from the Falcons, both showing up. That's pretty cool. They're still working on that record, though, 7-10 this year. And then we'll run through the AFC as well. Patrick Mahomes, of course, winning that since he won MVP. Myles Garrett, that's nothing different there. Landry Kennard winning Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Titans. Courtney Bowie winning it for the Jets on defense. Patrick Mahomes again winning Best Quarterback. Trevor Lawrence coming in right behind him. That's nice to see. He had a good season. Joe Mixon winning Best Running Back. Khalid Benford winning Best Receiver. Wow, look at this. Sean Hayden and then Darrell Pitts up top here. 3 new guys. I like seeing that. Then behind them, Michael Gallup, Stephon Diggs, and then, of course, Devontae Baker is an absolute beast. Myles Garrett wins Best Defensive Lineman. No surprise there. Josh Allen, Best Linebacker. Andy Hutchinson wins Best Defensive Back, the strong safety for the Dolphins. So the Houston Texans end up winning the Super Bowl 34-28 over the San Francisco 49ers. Wow. That's really cool to see. Zach Hardiman wins Super Bowl MVP. We got to take a look at that game. So it looks like Trey Lance had a good game. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 230 yards. A better game than that of Zach Hardiman, but Hardiman, you know, no turnovers, not as many, more yards and less touchdowns. Dalvin Cook led the way, 126 yards and 2 touchdowns from our former running back. It's really cool to see him win one, you know? Like, he didn't do it with us before we traded him away, but he gets one with the Texans, which I think is really cool. That's awesome. Here we are in the offseason now after the advancing. And, you know, like I said before, we're sitting at $9.74 million in available salary cap. We have a few players yet we can possibly re-sign, but I don't know how many of them we can really keep. Going to be some tough decisions we have to make for this. Probably one of the last off seasons we're really going to go full bore into. All right, so we made our way to the off season. We are in the re-sign stage. We are going to end the video here, and then we'll have the next video. We'll have, of course, the full off season. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. We will be having some more videos of this come out, plus other Madden content as well, leading up to Madden 23. And then in the comments below, again, let me know if there's anything you want to see me do specifically for our Madden 23 franchise, any specific teams. Yeah, I'm still trying to get as many ideas as possible. So I appreciate any comments you leave me about that. Appreciate the ones that are leaving me comments about, you know, they like the content and, you know, they think I'm doing a good job. I really appreciate those comments. It keeps me going when I'm editing these videos on a Wednesday night after a full day of work. So again, I appreciate that, guys. I'll see you guys next time.